Hello. Today we will meet and interview the Vice President of Foreign Students, Issa. Hello, Issa.
Hello.
Please, first of all, tell us more about yourself and about the association. How long have you been in Russia for and what do you do here?
I've been in Russia for almost 11 years already. I came here from Lebanon, studied in Moscow, a bachelor's degree, master's degree, and I finished my postgraduate studies. I've been familiar with the association since my first year of university. And I have been working actively there for 3 years. The Association of Foreign Students was created long ago. Individual students and graduates who have understood that it is necessary to help foreign students in different areas. Of course, the activities of the association have changed over the course of time. Today, we try to help students primarily with migrational problems, with household issues, and sometimes even with their studies. We have some branches which help foreign students specifically with additional lessons free of cost and concentrate more on the adaptation of foreign students to Russia from the point of view of tours, closer knowledge of Russian culture, so this will be comfortable and easy for them.
And whom exactly can the students address when some sort of crisis situation arises for them?
Actually, we try to make it so that we have representatives in every city. Today we have 12 universities, 12 branches where 21 universities are located. We also try to cover large universities where there are foreign students. There are representatives. They can address them with any questions or if they have any difficulties. They can address us directly. Our contacts are available in social media and on website or by writing us by mail. We will find them a person who can help them quickly, a person that speaks their language and located in their city.
Great. So every specific university has their own person.
Yeah, we try to find exactly this person.
And what activities or events does the association arrange?
As I have already said, work is done individually in every branch, depending on their region and what is asked of them. We can even say that there are some specialized universities, a cultural institute, for example, engineering or medical. They specifically arrange events in their areas of studies. We, as a General Association of Foreign Students, try to hold scientific events in the scientific areas of studies, engineering, technical areas, and humanities, where foreign students compete in their knowledge in their areas. That helps students to get their prizes and experience of public speaking and so on. This is even included in the framework of their preparation for the defense of their diplomas, because after each of these Olympiads, we release an official publication for one or another level. And also, we try to arrange, due to the pandemic, we couldn't do it in the past few years, tours around different cities. For example, someone from Siberia comes to Moscow. For example, someone from Moscow goes to Caucasus, and so on. So they exchange. We also hold summer schools or field sessions, activities of the association. We try to hold them in different cities so that the guys meet each other, meet the culture of another city, where guys will learn more about the association and how to advance their work in the branch.
Great. Please tell us about this. As soon as a student arrives and is accepted to university, what conditions are created for them? For example, I've heard about a new law regarding work conditions.
Recently, in August of 2021, a new law was passed and entered into force that a full-time foreign student has the right to work in the Russian Federation. Here, the law is the law. You cannot work in all areas. There are limitations such as accounting and where you have state documents. Other what you can say that a foreign student can work. He doesn't need a work permit. Even if he needs it in one degree or another, he can ask for it in the Ministry of Internal Affairs and provides a list of documents, a declaration that he is studying, a work agreement. And of course, that the university doesn't object to this person going to work, because when he arrives to Russia, studies comes first, and only then work. We don't want them to have problems with their studies because of work. If he can combine the two of this, and the university agrees with this, then sure. As far as I know, since the law was passed, many foreign students began working in their own universities. As assistants in their departments, for example, or as a laboratory assistant. I even know a few students who work in the dean's office, and this is allowed by law. Plus, this is a benefit for the university.
Beneficial for the student if he works in the department.
Sure, this is a benefit to him. He studies the subject more in depth, he teaches, he assimilates the information better, and then he adapts to Russia better. And many have already decided to stay in Russia as they have already found work, the career in one or another specialization. I would say that this is not bad for a foreign student. It is very good.
Since we have already touched upon the topic of documentation, tell us please, upon arrival, what documents, insurance issues, and even those such as clothes, what should you bring with you, or can you buy something here?
We try to publish information about this every time, what a student will need upon his arrival to Russia. In terms of documents, he needs to bring all documents regarding his education in his home country. If he is applying for a bachelor's program or a specialist program, he needs to bring documents regarding his graduation from school. And if he has bachelor's degree, then naturally he must bring his diploma, the original plus a translation. A translation of his passport is also necessary, as well as a document confirming that he is not sick and he has all necessary vaccinations. All other documents can be made once he arrives here. In terms of insurance, by law of the Russian Federation, all foreign students, foreign citizens must have medical insurance. It can be acquired upon arrival to Russia from different companies depending on the university. Usually, universities recommend to address one or another company with which they work and which does not deceive foreign students. There are such companies that they take their money and the insurance doesn't cover anything. And we find that out when somebody is already ill and we're trying to solve this issue.
Are there any specific changes due to the pandemic regarding vaccinations?
Yeah, sure. Due to the pandemic, thank God, many borders have opened and students have begun to arrive. When they arrive, they need to present a PCR test to be allowed to enter to the territory of the Russian Federation. Also, it would be good if they are vaccinated. There are a number of vaccines which have been approved by the Russian Federation. They can arrive without any problems and even be quarantined for just 2 or 3 days while their PCR test is processed. If they have been vaccinated by an approved vaccine, of course. When they fly into Moscow, they take a PCR test. It is negative. They are released and further documentation is conducted.
Clear. Please tell us, upon arrival, how do you receive a visa in order to study and work here? Maybe a permanent residence permit or citizenship? Can you do it with the help of the association?
If they have arrived to Russia and they wish to receive a permanent residence permit or a temporary residence permit, we publish, though, the association that a new law has passed the foreign students who have studies. They have graduated with a red diploma. They have a right to apply immediately for a residence permit without time limitations. The documents are short, not very long, such as their passport, a declaration, documents stating that the person has finished their education. This is done quickly with 4 months, and then he can receive a permanent residence permit. After graduation, he can live and work and so on for a year. And after that, he can apply for a citizenship. This is exactly what I have already done.
Are there some really worrisome, frequent questions or issues which arise for the students who have just arrived?
Yes, actually, there are such issues. There are mostly regarding the issues of immigration. There are cases when a student arrives to Russia to study and accepted to a university with a limited experience with foreign students, and they have problems with the registration, visa extension, or they have a problem due to the pandemic, of course, due to the PCR tests, that he was quarantined and he doesn't have anyone nearby and he needs help. Or, for example, with the document translations. Or there have been such problems recently that a student, upon arrival to Moscow, doesn't study in Moscow, but studies in Siberia, and he doesn't know how to get there. That's why they contacted us immediately from the airport. And we have a student who studies in Novosibirsk, and he needs to get there, but he doesn't know how. We met up with the guys and showed him how to get there, and actually he is still on his way there. He left by train, he still has 3 days to go, and our guys from the association are there to meet him. They know his name, number of train, and they're going to meet him.
Well, that's great. His meeting with Russia began right out of the train window.
Yeah, exactly, out of train window.
Great. Well, many thanks to you. Thank you very much. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much, you too.